What is up, my dog? Today is hopefully the last day for doing carpet. The 2 last boxes, fingers crossed, have arrived. I haven't shown you guys the process of putting any of this down because, God, if you've ever put a stamp on an envelope, you can put this carpet down. We need to move from everything from that Gemini speaker that way. Got 3 or 4 tiles worth there, and then starting here, and then starting there. So 2 boxes. As long as none of them have that felt stuff on the back, we should be fine. Also got to put all that crap away because I was trying to do some recording with the new guitar. It's right there. Came in that box right there. So, yeah. I'm going to get this stuff moved over to this side, and then I'll be back with you so you can enjoy the process, man. Find joy in your journey. Or something. Okay. I gotta move that. It can wait. And that's in the way. It's fine. It looks like a lot. It's all in one place, right? It's not that bad when it's all spread out. Excuse me. So, this is how they arrive. I've ordered 6 boxes. So far, at least 5 of them have been in this. This is probably the best condition any of them have been in. Where'd my other knife go? There it is. You're on a heavier duty knife than most of these snap knives can be for cutting these. I almost bought a carpet knife, but did I? No. Do I wish I had? Not yet. Everyone along that wall needs cut, and everyone along this wall has to be cut just a little. This one's actually not easy to open. What the hell? What the hell, Home Depot? But yeah, that's how they show up. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. It's got the felt on it, damn it. This is like a crab almost. So, it means this one has to go on the wall, which I ain't mad about. So, on the back of these, we have 2 basically pieces of double-sided tape and an arrow. Now, if these are all the same, you want that arrow all facing the same direction because it keeps the pile and the, all that going the same way. But I ain't too concerned, but I'm doing it anyway. So, yeah, I mean, you peel the tape off, and that's it. Now, you could get real fancy, and you could get like carpet tape and do all the sides, and I thought about that, but I don't know that I care enough. So this one is different pile, different backing, still has the same 2 tape things and the arrows. So the way I've been doing these is because just pulling them out of the box is the easiest way to do it, but sometimes you get 2 that are kind of close together. This one doesn't have an arrow. We'll pretend that way. That's not bad. It's got an arrow. It's got felt. I think if I get 1 or 2 more that have felt, I have to get another frickin' box. Way to go, Home Depot. Nope. Felt. I'm not pleased. These should be in their own box because they're taller. It doesn't look like much, but that's tall enough that it's a difference, right? So can I do it one-armed? Yes, okay. That might be that crab stuff again. I'm gonna be mad. First two boxes, none of those. The second two boxes, one in each box. Yep. Box 3 had 3 pieces. It's so thick. Like, all that or none that would be great. This one's fine. Go that way. This one's fine. That way. This one's fine. That way. This one's fine. Arrow goes that way. You're that way. Sure. Wow. The felt. And that's got felt. And that's got felt. God damn it. That's like a box. God damn it, Home Depot. All right, well, we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. So, like I said, if you've ever put a stamp on an envelope, this is much easier two-handed, but I just line it up and put it down. Square it up as best you can. And everything that I've already put down has got weight on it, so that's been holding it down. These will eventually do that, so we picked one off of that pile, now we'll pick one off of this pile. Arrow goes that way, tape goes the other way. That's fine. I don't care that much. But you end up with a ton of these little covers. And like I said, yeah, if this was a more high traffic area, I would be more concerned and I'd be taping all of the seams and doing all that. But where it's not, I'm really not. Obviously, sweep, vacuum, clean up your surface best you can. Since I'm probably going to have to cut some, I'm going to leave this outside edge and do it last. We'll do everything here first and then work from there. These are going to look cool on the wall. Like, I mean, God, I always wanted a carpet that looked like the opening grease swirl from Little Shop of Horrors, the movie. Did you guys ever want one of those? I sure did. God damn it. God damn it. It just doesn't end. I guess that's the one downside, huh? So, I'll do as much of this as I can. When we get down that way, I'll start here. And we'll leave that very last corner to the end, and I'll just have to... I'll need to count how many I need and order a box accordingly. Hopefully this won't be a repeating situation, because I don't really want it to be a repeating situation. I was really hoping that crab stuff, you know, we're going to call it that from now on. The crab stuff was going to work, because I just immediately I saw it like right here where my pedal board goes. I was like, oh, that'd be great. That'd be so cool. Was it cool? No, man. It didn't cool at all. Okay. I'll get back to work. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces left. If I start at that black piece, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I ain't even going to finish this. It sucks so much. But here's the deal. To get this one here, we need to cut that much. Oh, sorry. We need to cut that much off. And the best way I've found to do that this may be, it's a little dull. I don't know where my replacements are. That side doesn't look too bad. And we can use the snap one if we need to. It's fine. So, best way I found to do it. Our arrow's going that way. We're going to flip it over. Push it up to the wall. Fairly close to where it's going to go. Doesn't have to be exact. Just fairly close. We get our level. So we get a straight edge. And then we put the level right up to there, and we can just cut along this. If you're good enough to do it without a level or something with a square surface, like this piece of OSB here, great, do it. You cut it on this side, so when you flip it back over, your cut side, which is no longer a factory edge, is against the wall, because you're going to have something there. Right? Right. So I'll just do as much as I can all the way down here. I've already, I get an email about these every time. Would you rate how your experience was with blah, blah, blah? And so far I've done it twice, and it's been pretty much the same thing every time. The first 2 boxes, I said, great, not a problem. Second 2 boxes, problem. These boxes, I mean, that's almost a box worth, I think. I don't remember how many we pulled out, 5 or 6. It's half a box. Ladies and gentlemen. And here's the thing. What's to say, okay, let's say I got the 5, right? 1 down, 3, 4, so that's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll stop here. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What happens if I order a box and 6 of them are felt backed? I'll have to order another box. You see why I'm annoyed? This is $35 a box. I'm going to order 1 box to get 1 piece. I could order like 1 square. That's the thing. It can be done, but it's the principle, damn it. You remember that Kevin Sorbo guy who was a really bad actor and was Hercules, and he said the word disappointed because he read it off a cue card, but he wasn't supposed to say disappointed. He was supposed to be disappointed. I'm going to try and remember to insert a GIF of him doing that here, because I am disappointed. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5. That's about what we had to cut off of each one. This cut was terrible. I did end up getting the thing, so there's a little gap over there. But for the most part, I mean, it's fine. You cut it like you do drywall. Don't muscle your way through it. Score it 2 or 3 times. It's not that thick. I mean, it you look at the cross section like, oh God, but you cut this a few times and you fold it, and this is just plastic, so it'll snap. And then you just clean up the edge and it's fine. So what I'm thinking, my fine feathered friends, my parents did a similar project, and I'm wondering they might have a couple of these left. If they do, and they're not going to use them, I'll see if I can store them permanently on my floor. And if they don't, I'm going to hit up the local carpet places and say, could I buy half a dozen of these from you? And the reason I didn't buy all of these from the local place is it's like double the price. I hate not shopping local, but there are times when, it's just not feasible. All the framing was local. All the insulation was local. The lights were local. All the plumbing stuff was local. That I ordered, but the install was local. Everything else, some of the equipment wasn't, but the drum set was local. That amp was local. That amp was local. That was local. That was local. Most all of these guitars were online, but that one wasn't. The bass and this one wasn't. And that one kind of wasn't. Fridge wasn't. That wasn't. Or that was. That wasn't. So I try and buy local as often as possible. Anyway, I'm just a little upset. I wanted it done. I can move everything back. I'm going to wait and see. I sent a text to the old man. Not Will's Glazes, but the other one. See if they had any left. And not sure how many, but I can borrow them. He just texted me. Perfect. I will probably head over there then. Because if I can get this done tonight, I want to get it done tonight. And be done. You guys remember how awesome this lamp is? How awesome is that? Here, it's full effect. Boom. Oh. Guys, it's like an opium den. I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyway, he got his from Home Depot. That's unfortunate. So, of the last 10, I have 1, Oil Slicks Monthly. 2, Beach Hotel. 3, Camo, but we were confused. 4, no reason this one had felt, but it matches, I think, the other 2. 5, the super awesome crab one. 6 is gray. 7, desert sunset in negative. And 8. So almost a whole box. Almost a whole box. And you know what the other annoying thing is? If I would have got boxes of that first, instead of the unbacked stuff, and then I ordered the next box and the next box, and they weren't backed, I'd be equally pissed the other direction. All right. Sorry, lamp. Got to turn you off. I love you. Anyway, I'm going to go do some checking. See what I can find. Thanks, folks. We did it. Carpet. Beverages. I don't even like Arizona tea. Peace tea is better. But that sounded good. So, small variety. Couple scraps to do in front of the doors. Let's get this thing finished. Yay, we did it. Took some finagling. We had one of those, 2 or 3 of those, I think 2 of those, 2 of those and 2 of those. Oh, and no, yeah, just those. Those. That's what I meant. So, yeah, this one right here is that it's got that felt on it. So it's the only one over there that's a little taller. That's fine, because that rug is going to go back down as the drum rug. So any divots and stuff end up in the rug, not the carpet. But it's done. Minus what's immediately in front of that door and that door. And that's where these come in. These are cut-offs from their project. This one is almost outdoor carpet, so I'm going to put it there. These are more regular carpet. So it'll be fine. I'll add this stack. There's the other 2 I just slid under that cabinet. So I'll add these to that. We'll do the wall next. Get 2 or 3 pieces of just OSB. I'm not going to use that true wood stuff over here because I'm just going to cover it up anyway. So I'll just OSB that. Put that on the wall. We'll peel the tape off and we'll tape it, but I'm also going to staple it. I'll just staple the corners just to help it hold up, because if it gets hot, it's going to want to fall. So put a couple staples in it. And yeah, that's the plan. This is, I should vacuum, but the vacuum's right there. So I'm just going to move everything back. When I do the wall, we'll pull everything off the wall, and then I can get back here and I can vacuum, progress that way. So once next we meet for actual work, we'll start on this wall. And then we'll do that wall, because then I can get the carpet off the floor and up over there. And then we'll turn and do that wall. And then we'll turn and we'll true wood this wall so it's consistent all the way across. But I think that wall and this wall will OSB, and then, you know, I'll do something similar to this all the way across. It doesn't have to be, you know, pieced together like the floor is. It can just be a square and a space and a square, and maybe we'll do something like that. Oh, new poster, by the way, because I've been really slacking on my scales, and if I'm supposed to be playing lead in this band thing, I need to work on my scales. Anyway, yeah, that could be a thing we do. We just do, because these are 2 by 2, so we'll put one up, attach it, we'll put one next to it, you know, and we'll like checkerboard it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to put all this back together. I need to practice and start recording some stuff. So, thank you, everybody. I do appreciate it. It sounds so different in here already. I don't know if you can tell. I can tell. It sounds different. And I like it. Oh, damn it. Copyright flag, channel suspended forever. All right. I mean, the drum set's not hooked, you know, put together, and there's still some kind of crap out and about, but we're mostly back together. I need to break this box down. I don't need 2 guitar-sized boxes, but all the other crap I got in the dumpster, don't really want to waste room on that. There's the other 2 that are felt backed. I don't know if I'll leave them down there, throw them over there. Maybe I'll put them under that thing. Get them out of the floor. Said those strips, the leftovers, I will cut and put on the floor over there and right there. And now we get to work on cleaning up desks and cables and everything else. But I'm going to sit down for a minute. I'm tired. So, Cream City Music, not a sponsor. That's who I ordered that Eastman guitar from. Phenomenal to work with. Very, very nice people. Had some problems. That's actually the second of this model that I got. Had some problems with the first one. No questions asked. They said, do you want to return it for a refund or do you want to exchange it? Exchanged it. They had it shipped out the same day I shipped the replacement back. Said, you know, if this one's not good, if you don't like it, just let us know and we'll take care of it. And they've been great. Phenomenal. Would buy from them again. I believe that, you know, if you get somebody who's good and treating you good, you talk about it. They've been great. They've been absolutely great. I've got no complaints. And the folks that I ordered that ART preamp from, I don't know if we talked about that. I think we did. They like bugged ART for a week before they got a response from them, and according to ART, thing is working as designed. And I said, I don't know if it's designed to just randomly drop the pitch of your recording. You know, that's a weird design feature and not one I can work with. And they said, well, what do you want to do? This other store that I don't remember their name, and I'm really sorry. If I think of it, I'll put it in the video. Well, I can look it up. I have the technology. Oh, man. Let's find them. These guys. Yeah. E-Village Music, Astoria, New York. That's some good reviews right there. So yeah, ART, who I've had ART stuff before, and it's always been okay. But you see why I bought it? See, original price $160 on sale for $35. That's why I bought the thing. But it's not usable. So anyway, we back and forth, and they said, what do you want to do? I said, I don't want you guys to be stuck with it because it doesn't work, and you're trying to get rid of them. Send it to me. I will find something to do with it. I don't know what, but I'll find something. But we did talk about getting a replacement, and I would like to get it from you guys. This is what I'm looking for instead of that. You know. So he says, I can get anything from these 5 or 6 brands. So we look, we find one that'll work. In fact, let me go to my purchases here. This guy. This little guy right here. I'm not going to tell you everything because there's some dealer-specific private conversations we had. But this will work. It gives me an in for my mic, an in for a guitar, speaker out, and headphone out. So I can plug my in-ear monitor here. I can run my speaker out here, guitar thing. Should I want to do anything, you know, auxiliary, I have it here, have a headphone and a main. This is everything I need. I don't need EQ. I don't need pan. I don't know why it's pan here and balance here. Well, I guess I kind of understand that because this is, I hate when they do this. This is channel 1. This is channel 2. This is channel 3. I hate when they do that because that means, well, this is really 3 channels with a tape. They can call it 5 channels because they're labeling each one of these one. Anyway, so all of the other little boards like this they had were double the size. It was still like only 5 or 6 inputs, but they were like 10 inches by 9 inches. They're just ridiculously huge. I need something that'll fit on my pedal board, like that little Yamaha we looked at. That fits. So what we did with this E-Village Music, right? Yeah, E-Village Music right there. They're going to send me back the one I bought. They're going to credit me what I paid, and put that against their cost on the thing. And I can't tell you what that is. Someone who can do math might figure it out. The markup on this stuff is horrible because internet, Musician's Friend and Amazon and all those people. Yeah, but they shipped that out to me. Should have it in a couple of days. That will either replace the Yamaha on the pedal board. If it's a little bit smaller, it'll go on the pedal board. If not, it will come out here somewhere and get integrated into this mess. Like I need more mess, but that's where we're at with that, man. You can put that mic away. That Tascam. I was recording with that Tascam the other day, and the input on the computer just sounded awful. I had to unplug it and plug it back in, and it cleared itself up. God, it was a mess. It's never done that before, and that concerns me. I really am starting to get antsy to the point like I need to get my recording set up from in the house out here because it's stable. There is nothing here. This looks like an awful lot, but it's mic goes in there goes to there goes to there. Why do I do that? Because this EQs and has better preamps than that. If I plug the mic into there, it sounds good. If I plug the mic into there, it sounds better, unless this is, crap in the bed. Anyway. Sitting down feels nice. You guys ever sat down? 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Try it. Whatever you're doing right now, stop and just sit down. And just be present in the moment. Be mindful in the moment. And just sit down and just, kind of... This chair is not horribly comfortable, but it's kind of nice. Ain't gonna lie. Anyway, I'm gonna finish my green tea with ginseng and honey. Holy crap. Look at me, living like a Rockefeller. Yeah, I'm going to finish that, and then I'll tackle this while I tackle that, because this whole thing is a mess now. Excuse me. And then I'm going to see what kind of mess I can make out of recording some songs. Won't that be a surprise? Howdy. It's a new phone. Maybe the camera's better. I don't know.
They punch harder than me.
Scarlett and them are streaming Elden Ring.
Oh boy, malicious invader.
I'm helping,
Yay.
kind of. Recorded a bunch of songs. They're currently going over there. Got the replacement for that bad interface. It's right here. This must be a slightly older model because the one I saw had a USB-C for power, which was great because that's what I wanted. This doesn't. It needs one of these, and this won't work with what I got. So we'll find another use for that. The Yamaha will stay in the pedal board. We're restringing the Eastman, the brand new guitar. And it was very thirsty. It was very thirsty. This bridge is sucked up quite a lot. And looking at the interior, this is very, very pale. It's very thirsty. Might be worth tracking down a humidifier.
Your step bridge?
The fingerboard, the fretboard, had been conditioned not very well. And it's a little thirsty. It ain't bad. But we're just gonna...
How could that guy invade when you guys are in a boss fight?
Thought I saw the brightness on the camera change. It's not terribly thirsty, but it's pretty thirsty. So we're just gonna let it sit overnight. I'll do another once over on the bridge here. And yeah, we'll see what it wants to do after that.
And they're all back. There's a blue beetle up there.
I don't know what that's made of. I don't think it doesn't feel like plastic, but it doesn't smell like bone. Bone's got a smell to it.
Alright, let's go kill this boss.
They marked the bottom of it.
Lead the way!
Don't know why, but they did.
No. Well, we need to go back and kill that.
So, yeah.
After we kill this boss.
This had Dunlop 12s on it. I think Dunlop strings are just fine. I just don't like 12s. I was playing it the other day. I did some recording with this, and then I did some more with that Ibanez there, and that is effortless to play. And this was a little bit of a struggle. The neck's a little wider this way, and it's a little thicker this way, but the string action was so high, and they were so tight, tension-wise. Like, they weren't tuned too high, because I tuned it down, but the strings were just tight. In fact, when I was loosening this one, it snapped right at the peg head. So, if you play guitar, you might get what I'm saying when I say they feel tight. These strings don't feel tight. They're just really nice, and it's comfortable. These were not. So, I don't know. Different strings just feel different. I've had some really expensive strings that felt absolutely horrible, and I've had some really cheap strings that felt absolutely wonderful. But the cheaper ones dull up really quick, and the nicer, more expensive ones kind of don't sometimes.
Got the crit head.
I don't know. I think we talked about this in a video once. Ernie Ball strings start off with a lower brightness than Diodario strings, but they don't dull as much as fast. Diodario start off really bright, but they dull really fast, I think. So, I like DR strings. I've used them for a long time. There's some electric strings. There's a set of bass strings. That's a 5-string set. I was going to put them on that 4-string, but I decided against it, because then I'm missing out a string. This is my last set of Sunbeams, but I just ordered 3 more. And the song's done. So, turn that off. Turn that off. It just comes in so quiet, and I don't know why. This is Gold Wave. This is the audio software I've been using for a million billion years. I really like it. Got a little bit of a peak there, but not terrible.
Use an item.
We might want to reduce our peaks.
Or that.
There, problem solved. So, scoot that forward. Trim that. Come to the background. Highlight that. Linear fade out. Select all. View all. Perfect. Now we save as. That's the thing. Typey. And then we come over here and we load the next song. And since I did them all roughly the same time, our placements are all good. Vocals, mic'd guitar, plugged in guitar. That is Circle of Steel by Gordon Lightfoot.
Hey.
Hit record. RTZ. Play. Boom. When this is done, we do all that over. We go on to the next one. It's not an ideal way to do it, but it works. It works okay. I can transport the files off of this onto a computer as a WAV file, but it's the raw WAV file because they don't master it on here. I just get the mix down and then I send it over here and I do all the mastering over here. I don't believe in mastering every single track.
I'll say, if you have 118 a dream, I'm gonna be.
Maybe that's a.
Liver of meat.
Let's turn you down a little, Scarlett. The reason I like doing it this way, or just, that like a little mixer direct in and then record directly onto this. And if this had an analog in, this would not be here. This is only here because this laptop does not have a dedicated mic jack. It's got a 3.5 millimeter on this side that is like a multi-jack. So if you plug in anything that's just stereo, it just thinks it's headphones. So it's garbage. I hate doing all this crap digitally. I hate it. The more analog, the better. So I'm using this, which it's fine. It would be better if it wasn't digital, but for sake of convenience, that's why I use it. So that I'm using just because I've got to go from this to that. Anyway, if I could analog the whole thing, it'd be better. I think it sounds better, number one. Number two, I don't like mastering every single track and going line by line and, we need to roll off 4,000 kilohertz here and we need to boost this little bit, but only for here, and we've got a weird noise here, we need to go out in it. I hate doing that. Absolutely hate doing that. I hate it. Because I saw a guy on on a YouTube short, I think, and he was recording some drums. He was recording acoustic drums. But then he went like hi-hat track, listened to the whole thing, tweaked it like every 4 seconds. And then he went and did the tom, and then he did the mid tom, and then he did the floor tom, and then he did this, he had like 6 mics, and each and every single one of them, he just tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and tweaked and tweaked. And I see stuff like that, I'm like, dude, just get electric drums at that point. You've over edited and you've taken all the life out of your drums by that point, So anyway, that's why I like doing it this way. Here's how I record. I sing into that microphone. The guitar goes into that microphone. The pickup for the guitar, right there, goes in that cable. It all goes in here. I record everything at the same time. I do as many takes as it takes to get it correct. If I screw up real bad, I'll redo it. But I don't, and maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm weird for thinking and feeling this way. But I want the recording to sound natural. I want it to sound as natural as possible. I want it to sound as much like you are in the room as I can get it. And that's a little hard to do sometimes. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So I don't do a lot to it. I have this EQ'd a little bit. And the reason I have this EQ'd is because it saves the effect in the EQ. I have one reverb on everything, about the same level. I've got an EQ for the vocals, and I've got an EQ for the guitar, separate, one for one and one. It's not an overall. I record the whole thing. I play it here with some headphones. I get the levels where I want them, and that's it. That's all I do. It's simple. I think it sounds better. One of the things I like about working in this space so far, and I realize we haven't got a lot of it finished, one of the things I like about working in this space is that it's going to sound kind of like you're in this space. It's Ray LaMontagne. I forgot what the song's called. What a dummy. I think I've been calling it the wrong thing is the problem. Such a simple thing. Yeah. Yeah, I've been calling it something else. I do it like this. I like having a hard copy to look at. Okay. Circle of steel is done. Record. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. There we go. I've got, I don't know how many more. I set it up so I can do about 20. I'll do 20 in a batch, and then I'll kind of decide what I want to do with them, and then I'll move on. I don't have 20. These are the next 5 that I'm going to do based on listener feedback. So I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 more, but I need to go have some dinner. It's about 9 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet, so. Oh, let's look. Yeah, you might have had all you can take, but down here, man. This is lemon oil, like furniture polish lemon oil kind of stuff. I don't know if we ever talked about that. There's like people, no, don't ever do that. You're gonna ruin. It's gonna cause everything to swell and not fit right and blah blah blah. Well, you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I've not ever had any problems with it. Now, this is my 3rd application, so I'm gonna. This was tight to begin with. Okay, I had to get pliers to take it out. In fact, they're there. So that's all we're gonna put on the bridge. I bought this bottle, I'll bet, over 10 years ago. So it lasts a long time. There are other things you can get, like Ernie Ball makes one, Dunlop makes one, I'm sure, that's like a fingerboard conditioner. And it does basically the same thing. It's got a lot of the same kind of stuff in it. But for the money, you know, a little size Dunlop bottle of guitar polish is $6, and I think that neck conditioner stuff is about the same. I think that's $6, and that's a tablespoon, maybe. Not wiping it off, spreading it around. The nice thing is, you know, wood knows where it's thirsty. You don't have to maneuver all the product. You can just put it on, it will go where it needs to go. Eventually it will all kind of balance itself out. Okay, that's all I got for you, folks. Oh, speaking of polish, yeah, like one of these. One of these is $5 or $6. Yeah, this is 5. So that bottle of lemon stuff, same price. Tomorrow we'll come out and finish this, put the strings back on it, do some more recording. The one thing I dislike about doing this, as you can see right in here, yeah, the light is doing weird things. That's the oil. It wipes off. I mean, look how we just did that. We just did that. I told you it was thirsty.